Hillary's
Sure.
problems, by the way, piling up, and it is showing in her poll numbers. The latest national poll from USA Today showing that her lead is narrowing to just 5 points. Clinton 45, Trump 40%. Let's bring in CEO of CKE Restaurants. They own Carl's Jr. and Hardee's Restaurants. I'm already hungry. Welcome, Andy Puzder. Andy, how should Trump capitalize, because God knows there's plenty of them, of all of Hillary Clinton's scandals? How should he approach this?
I think maybe you should take the approach that this is a real threat to the rule of law. I think we saw when Bill Clinton was president and he committed perjury in a deposition, he was disbarred. People felt like the law didn't apply to Bill Clinton. Maybe it shouldn't apply to them. Same with Hillary Clinton. If she gets off, if she's not indicted, I think people are going to feel like the Clintons are treated differently, and that's going to demean respect for the rule of law, which would be a very bad thing. So I think if she's indicted, obviously it's a problem for her if she's indicted. If she's not indicted, then people are going to say the rules don't apply to the Clintons, and that's an opportunity for Donald Trump.
I wanted to talk to you about what went on in Britain, Andy. Nigel Farage, well-known proponent of the Leave movement, announcing his resignation as head of the UK Independence Party. This following Boris Johnson last week saying he won't be running for Prime Minister. Meanwhile, of course, the British pound slipping to a 31-year low this morning. It seems the exit fears of what happened in the UK are returning. Would you agree?
Yeah, there does seem to be some fear there. But I'll tell you what, if you're an exporter and that you look at the pound, this is great news for you. If you're an importer, it's a problem. So there are offsets here. So I think this will calm down. I think the stock market calmed down. It's down today, but you know, it's been up and down over the past few months in larger amounts than this. I think things will calm down, and we'll see what happens with respect to Britain. It is hard to justify Brexit on an economic basis, although I think if I lived there, I might have voted for it, because on a political and personal basis, it probably feels like the right thing to do.
Yep, get lost Brussels was the message. Andy,
yep.
I want to talk to you about Hillary, and we're going to hear from the FBI at 11 o'clock, so I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit. Do you think she will be indicted? I get the sense, or growing sense, that she's not going to face indictment. What say you?
You know, it's very hard to say. Look, that Investigator General's report on Hillary was really devastating. And for the FBI now to come out and say that there isn't sufficient evidence to justify an indictment, I think will be very difficult. But it's been a very strange political year. They could do anything. I know the director of the FBI is highly respected in Washington, D.C. I'm sure he'll do the right thing. But I have no idea what's going to happen this morning. I think I'm holding my breath like everybody else.
One other quick question for you regarding Donald Trump and his selection of a VP candidate. By a 3-to-1 margin, Republicans say they would like someone who has at least some Washington experience. Would you agree?
I think that's a good idea. I think it would offset his lack of experience directly with Washington. He's picked the 4 people that I've heard that are up for VP, which would be Christie and Gingrich and Joni Ernst and Governor Pence. I think would all be wonderful. Would be wonderful choices. They're all great people, very, very conservative, good records, and would be a big help to him with respect to dealing with people in Washington. So he's got a great group of people to choose from.
Well, it'll be interesting to follow. Andy Puzder, as always, Andy, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Ashley. Thanks, Liz.